for what? Girl, you better pay for this dick. See the type to fuck for 2 cents in her outfit. I'm with the Sand Crew, so it's hundreds on the floor. My house is off in the mouth. Ay, I be ballin', 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 I be ballin'.
Blow it up, that's how we fall out.
Hi everybody, this is Convex here, and today I'm going to bring you guys a highly requested tutorial, and that is how I start my banners, like the backing and some of the text. So that's what I'll be showing you guys today. So I promised a deal that if I got 250 subs, or when I got 250 subs, I would put up this tutorial, and I'm at 262 right now, I think. I'm at 262. So yeah, thank you guys so much for all the recent support. I got this scheduled for today. So let's get started. So basically what I do first is I go to my folders, right? I go to my guides, and I have all the stuff. I have my Behance cover template, custom-made thumbnails, clean avatars, overlays, color palettes, my rebrand template. So I basically open this up right here, my YouTube banner template. So I double click on that. Oh, whoops, sorry, on my second one. So over here I have my kind of helps me like keep like focused on the actual banner part. The rest of this is just the TV. I have a glow right here, and if I were to take an image, let's see this one. You kind of see right here, this line right here. It's kind of lighter, and if I were to hide this layer, so all it does is basically gives a nice effect. So when I put in my portfolio, you can see it in this dirty banner, pretty much every single banner in my portfolio. So yeah, and then I have my design by. I have my logo, and professionally designed by Official Convex Studios. And then I have my backings. So basically what this is, it just helps me like how do you say it, like start off the banner kind of. I just make these when I'm bored, I guess. If I come up with something cool and I don't have enough time to make a whole banner, I just merge them all together and put them in this banner template. So I'll teach you guys how I make my backings first. So I start off usually with a black background right here. Not all the way black, because that just looks kind of bad. So I usually take my brushes right here. I have a whole bunch from Rated, and found a bunch on YouTube. So basically I take these hexagon or these cool renders, and I just place them around the banner right here, and then turn the fill down so you can just barely see it. And then another thing, oh my god, that helps me is when it's presented, or like I want to show someone on Gazo how it kind of So right now it looks like okay, right? It doesn't look too dark, these hexagon things. So if I take a screenshot of that, right, it looks way darker. That's because this is white, this area right here, and this is darker. And it's white also on YouTube, so I just want to turn that up a little bit than I normally would, and that would look a lot better. Alright, and then I'd usually make a new layer. I'd add these right here, these cool abstract long brushes, I don't know what they're called, and just place them in different spots around this, and then I would put that on overlay. Turn that down just a little bit because you don't really want it showing too much. And then if I want to make a really clean banner, I would just stop there. Or maybe I would take a regular circle brush and I would just add cool circle brushes just around to give it a cleaner look. And then those would make these hexagon things more bright, so I'd turn that down a little bit. And then after that, I would just usually finish it off with a grunge kind of grunge look. Just take a bunch of these brushes, put them anywhere I want, really. It doesn't really matter because it'll look good in the end. So I just keep doing that over and over. I like these right here. The hell? Oh my god. Alright. Oh my god. Shut up. Alright, I just put those a lot of places, kind of blend it in, then I put that on overlay also, and that just give it a nice clean look. I turn it down a little bit actually. And then create a new layer. Command delete, or that's on Mac, I don't know, Control delete on Windows. Press E for eraser and make it a little bigger with the bracket tools. Click a couple of times and then zoom out. But I just zoom out because I don't know. And then you hold the Alt and Shift and you go up, and that kind of creates a nice curve right here. And then cut that out a little bit and turn that on the fill. That's good. And then maybe add some curves just to add some finishing touches. So I'll also give an example in Pack. These are a lot of layer styles I like to use. Let's see, lights right here. Not that one, this one. This is one of my favorite lights. I use this when I'm finishing up my banners, and it just gives this really nice, clean look. And just makes everything flow a little bit better. So when I have this done, I'd take my text tool. I'll use Paint Gothic tutorial. Alright, so usually my text setup, this is what it would look like normally. So medium. Okay, that's what it would look like normally. I like to turn down this right here. It makes the letters closer to each other. Usually I like to keep it between 140 and negative 100 and negative 140. It makes it look a lot better. And then I would press this button, which makes it bolder. So if I would want it to say like Convex Studios, I would normally put this on italic, maybe, and unbold it, and it would make a really nice clean look. What? Alright. So yeah, why is that? Alright, there. Let's see. So under that, I would normally add links, right? So So if I had my Twitter, right, it'd be slash username. And if I had like a Selfie or a Behance, I would put username there. So right, so I have these two usernames. Normally make these a lot smaller. There. Space these out a little bit more. So then I would go to icons, social media, Twitter, and Behance. Drag those into here. It's just a little bit smaller. And then center these. So this would be Behance, and this would be Twitter. Maybe keep this a little bit closer. And smaller. Alright. So you got that right. When you haven't rasterized a text object like this right here, and you want to press Command T and you want it to be perfectly centered in the vertically in your document, there's a bunch of space here, and sometimes there's space on the sides and uneven space at the top and bottom. So what I like to do is Command J to duplicate it and highlight both of the layers, and then Command T. And I don't know why Photoshop or Adobe made it like that, but it's just an easier way to center it instead of doing it by eye. So both of these are centered right here. Let's say if you're a designer or you're a trick shot or whatever, and you want to make your own banner, and then it's better to add more stuff to the banner, but not too many things, just to make it have a nicer feel, and it'll still be clean if you add more things. So my size, I usually like to keep it around 20, not too 20. So like official member of whatever. So right now I'm gonna put designer for eRa artist. And just to switch things up on the banner, I would normally put this VA spacing between letters up, and that looks funky. How it's bigger, smaller. Whoops. So I would make this right here a lot smaller, because it's not too important. But if you wanted to know what it says, then you could probably guess. So I want to center this perfectly, or line it up with the edges of tutorial. So I got that. So it looks good. This right here, I kind of feel like there needs to be something in between it, because it feels like it's just all jumbled up in one. So in one of my banners, I'll show you. Where is it? Right here on the, in the eRa Sego one right here, how it has this line and then this kind of like shadow, giving it like some perception of depth. It kind of separates everything and adds something to the banner. So how you do that is make a new layer. You hold down on the rectangular marquee tool, or press M, and you hold down for a couple seconds, and you see single row marquee tool, and you click that, and you just center it between them. So that looks good. And then you'd make sure that the white is on the background color, and you'd press Command D, and that basically fills your selection. Then what you would do is press M again, and it would automatically switch to the square rectangular marquee tool, and I would just highlight just enough like that, keeping a little bit of space. So you'll see what I do next, and then Command D to unselect the selection. Go to Eraser tool. Make sure that it is around 70 to 150. I'll put 125. Zoom in a little bit, and you click right around here, and it fades it, like give it a nice effect. So we have that. Want to make another layer. Want to press M again and select right under it. It's right though, because if you don't get it, you can zoom in and press M and make sure it's 1 pixel under the line, and then you want to press B and make sure that it's on this brush, right? So if I click outside, you'll see that it doesn't show because I can only brush in this selection right here. So what I want to do is make it a little bit bigger, zoom out, and then click right around here, right, just once. And then I want to center that the best I can, perfect. And then you see these hard edges right here, right? I want to press E and just kind of, a little too big. I don't know why my brush isn't showing. You want to erase it right here, all along the hard edges. I'm sorry, this is my first tutorial, so I'm stuttering quite a bit. So it's kind of gray right here because I did not put them under all of the text layers. There you go. So it looks pretty good. This seems kind of too black or harsh. Turn that down just a little bit. Alright, select all the text layers in the Twitter and stuff and make sure that it's centered perfectly. And using guides help a lot. It's Command R, and then you click and drag. And then this would get uncentered, what we just did. Just by eye would be the best. It's easy. So then we have a lot of things done. We have a nice clean background. So then we want to add layer styles, right? The layer styles, and I use all of these. The ones I like the most are probably these two right here, with the bevel. Let's see. Here, I'll make it from scratch for you guys. So what I like to do is, let's see, a simple gradient overlay. So click on that and just turn it down just to where you can barely see it, probably around 15. And then inner glow, put it on overlay, opacity around 75, choke 100, and size 1. And that just gives it a nice clean hard edge feel. And the last thing I like to do is add a bevel and emboss. Not like that. Probably turn up the depth just a little bit to give it a harder edge, and turn the shadow mode to around 5 and the highlight mode to around 15. So that gives it a really nice clean feel. So I would just copy that and paste it on all these layers right here, all of the text layers. There you go. And then I'm just gonna merge all these layers in a group, Command G. I'll title it middle, the group. And I'll put these at the bottom. Yeah. Actually, no, I'll take those out. Sorry. I want to double click and press outer glow. Perfect. So that's just if you can add outer glow in these layers right here. I just like to do them within a group, because if you added textures, it doesn't the texture doesn't go on to the drop shadow. I use outer glow, by the way, because when you use drop shadow, it automatically has a angle, and I don't really like angles, and it was just easier for me to use outer glow. But you can use drop shadow. Just personal preference. So it's looking pretty good. So I want to finish this up, all done. So I want to select all those layers that we just made, Command J to duplicate, and then Command E. And just to keep an extra copy, I press Command J to duplicate again. So I usually like to add magic bullet looks to my banners, just to give it a nicer feel, and it adds really nice effects to my banners. I really recommend getting it. You can find a bunch of looks. I have a whole bunch right here. One of my friends gave them to me. But that's usually if I want a grungier type banner. If not, then I would just I would go to select this layer right here, filter, sharpen more, and that gives it such a nicer look. It just adds a nice sharpness to the banner. So that's it, just a nice tutorial for a clean, nice looking banner. Of course, you can add either this setup of final effects that I like to use. If I wanted to use this final effect, I would just drag it into here, put it on overlay, move it around, turn the opacity down just a little bit. Then I have that one, I have these things, the hexagons. Nope. Put those on soft light, and then add this light that I was talking to you about earlier, just to add that clean feel. I also have this flare. It would usually substitute for this because they don't look good together. It's just too much light. And then I like to add this. This is a really nice one. It just adds a nice, clean kind of feel at the bottom. So these layers right here are in my pack. If you want to purchase it, $20 on my Sellify. Yeah, that's it. And let's see. You can always use curves just to balance everything out, and contrast if you want a really dark banner, a really light banner. That really didn't do anything, did it? I guess. That looks good. And the last thing you want to do is Gaiazo or print screen. I just using Gaiazo because it's a little faster. So if you select all the banner, right? Click. Wait for it to load. And if you could see these hexagons right here, and if everything looks nice, and you're content with the banner you just made, show it on Twitter, put it on your portfolio, and yeah, that's it. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you so much for 250 subscribers. I do appreciate it. I hope you could deal with all that stuttering. Let's see. At 300 subs, I am putting out a pack, so I'm coming close to that. It's not going to be my exclusive pack. It's going to include some of the stuff. It'll be kind of like a preview pack. And then at 500, I will release another contest. So be psyched for that. There's going to be sweet prizes. Everybody subscribe on YouTube if you're not already for more tutorials. If I get any requests on layer styles or more how do I say it, more colorful backings, or more things on the backings, I can always do strictly backing or layer styles, like how to make your banner look better. So yeah, that's been it. It's been Convex Studios. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. That's it. See ya.